Have you ever been so deeply humiliated by someone you loved that every tear you cried slowly turned into fuel? That's what happened to me. My daughter-in-law, a woman I once called family, told me, "You can't come to the wedding. Your wrinkles will ruin my aesthetic." Those words didn't just sting, they shattered something inside me. For days I stood in front of the mirror, tracing those so-called imperfections. Each line, each crease carried memories of raising her husband, my son, through nights of fever and failure. And now those same marks of love and sacrifice were called ugly. That night I cried, but only once. Because after that, I made a quiet promise to myself. You'll remember the woman you tried to erase. Before I tell you how karma found her faster than I ever could, don't forget to subscribe for more real stories that prove sometimes silence is the loudest revenge. I remember when the wedding invitations went out. Gold foil, white envelopes, elegant script, all designed to look perfect on Instagram. Everyone in the family got one. Cousins, distant relatives, even people who hadn't seen my son in years, everyone. Except me. When I asked my son, Daniel, about it, he couldn't even meet my eyes. He shifted in his seat and muttered, "Mom, it's better this way." You know how she is about her image. Her image. That's all she ever cared about. Perfect hair, perfect photos, perfect lies. But I said nothing. I just smiled through the lump in my throat and whispered, "You're right, dear. I wouldn't want to ruin her perfect day." That night, I sat in my room, surrounded by photo albums. Daniel's first birthday, his graduation, the day he proposed. In every picture, I was there, smiling beside him. And now I was being erased like a stain on a dress. But as I turned the pages, a strange calm came over me. Because while they were busy planning the wedding, I remembered something they didn't, who was really paying for it all. What they didn't know was that the person funding that perfect wedding was me. A few months before the engagement, Daniel had called me excited. He said, "Mom, I found a beautiful honeymoon package, but it's expensive." Without hesitation, I told him, "Don't worry about it. It's my gift." I booked everything. First-class tickets, a private villa by the sea, candlelit dinners, all under my name. It was supposed to be a surprise, a gesture of love, but love is a funny thing. It doesn't always come back the way you send it. When she said my wrinkles would ruin her wedding aesthetic, I realized I'd funded a celebration that didn't even have room for the woman who raised the groom. I could have confronted her. I could have shouted, cursed, demanded respect. But no, I stayed silent. Because silence unsettles people more than screams ever could. On the wedding day, I watched through a screen. Her smile looked painted, her laughter rehearsed. Thousands of likes poured in, everyone commenting #couple goals. But deep down, I knew, behind all that perfection, there was emptiness. Because when you build a life on vanity, it only takes one crack to make the whole picture fall apart. And while they were saying, "I do," I was saying, "Declined." The night before their honeymoon, I sat by my window. The moonlight touched the stack of documents I kept, the booking receipts, payment confirmations, all with my name on them. Each paper felt heavier than gold because it carried one thing: power. I picked up the phone, calm and collected. "Hi, this is Margaret Lane. I'd like to cancel the reservation. Yes, the entire honeymoon package." The agent hesitated, asking if I was sure. I smiled, absolutely. As I hung up, I felt no guilt. Not even a flicker. Sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't cruel. It's simply fair. The next morning, chaos erupted. Daniel called, panic in his voice. "Mom." They said the bookings are gone. What happened? I replied softly, "Maybe the universe canceled it for you, dear. Or maybe it's just karma catching its flight early." She tried calling me too, screaming through tears, saying I'd destroyed her dream. But what she never understood was she destroyed mine first, because sometimes revenge doesn't need noise, just timing. Weeks passed. The honeymoon became a family secret no one spoke about. They told others there was a travel issue, but everyone knew something went wrong. Then one evening, I heard a knock. Daniel stood there alone, shoulders slumped. His eyes were red, not angry, just broken. He said, "Mom, she left. She said I embarrassed her, that I couldn't protect her from you. But the truth is, I couldn't protect you from her." We sat in silence for a long time. Then he whispered, "You didn't deserve that." "None of it." I took his hand and said, "Wrinkles fade, Daniel. But respect, once it's gone, it never grows back." He cried, and this time I didn't hold back my tears either. Because beneath the revenge, beneath the calm, I was still a mother who missed her son. That's when I realized revenge wasn't my victory, it was my closure. If someone's ever made you feel small for growing older, remember this. You're not defined by youth, makeup, or perfection. You're defined by the battles you've survived and the dignity you still carry. Every wrinkle on my face is a map of the life I've lived. The laughter, the tears, the sacrifices. And if she couldn't see that beauty, that's her loss, not mine. So to anyone watching this, don't let anyone silence your worth. Don't chase their approval. Because one day, the same people who mocked you will wish they'd had your strength. Tell me in the comments, what's one lesson heartbreak taught you? And if you believe karma always finds its way, subscribe for more stories that remind you life may not be fair, but it always balances the scales.